Get up, detective. One last time.
Okej, czyli zanim sobie pogadamy z tym kolesiem, to pójdziemy spać. Bo inaczej spróbujemy chociaż. No, schodzimy. Rzeczywiście nikogo już nie ma prawie. Zobaczymy, czy Kuno jeszcze jest tam. A ta czemu nie śpi? Będzie taka opcja z pytania?
I can't believe it's snowing. It felt like springtime. I'm a nighthawk. What?
Odd. There's a little meanness in that smile.
Zobaczymy, czy frajerzy śpią. Nie śpi, ale spytamy, czemu nas okłamał.
Fuck, does Kuno care? No.
You should thank him.
Skoro tak.
What? Don't be playing Kuno off as a snitch bitch. The oldest
Ah.
trick in the book, people.
Are you snitching, Kuno?
O co chodziło?
This is some ancient bullshit, people. Kuno would rather take
You found a real nice button to push.
Tak
The
jest.
table's on him.
Kuno doesn't.
Kuno ma zajebane, Kuno ma wyjebane. Kuno sruno. Da się tu wejść? Nie. Ale tu wiary. Całkiem sporo.
A colourful piece of plastic is dangling on the counter, rolled out of his open hand. You see a blister pack of headache medicine. It's a dock worker's ID, doubling as a shift card and a job permit. A young, able-bodied man stares
Nie
back at
potrzebuję
you
go, nie?
from the photo. Santiago S. John.
Can I help you? Another thing. Great. I love those. Yes, not the whole damn union, thank God. Just the nastiest. They come here in the evenings. Dumb, unruly.
We should find out who this Lord faction is, occupying the booth. Loudness means talkative, and we need info. We don't. We have to wait. They'll show up sooner or later. Men get hungry.
You glance at the clock on the wall behind the manager. Huh.
Good question.
They're probably getting drunk or protesting something somewhere. Or laying low after the,
Whatever he may feel about you, he can't miss the opportunity to throw you a look of what he assumes is sheer.
Yeah. The union guys think they're untouchable. They probably fucking killed that guy or something and now think...
I have a feeling we'll make their acquaintance sooner or later.
Yes. Yes, have you got it? Does that arrangement include you paying me what we already agreed you owe me?
I understand your predicament as the manager. However, I feel I must remind you that we are here to conduct an important investigation that also affects your business.
Forgive me for saying this, but your colleague seems more committed to drinking, and I mean no offense. It's really nothing personal. I just have to protect the interests of this establishment. Good luck trying to use it.
Draconian measures.
All the locks have an electronic component. They have to be unlocked down here with a master key before your guest key will open the lock. Not until you bring me the money.
Okay, I might have something in my motor carriage we can use when you're done here.
I really didn't want to resort to this. The man is thinking.
Oh, Lieutenant, we're done here.
Kasiora i Kid.
You see a heavy steel door. You immediately feel drawn to the color. Blue is for mystery.
You do? It's a door in the back of the kitchen. Why do you care where it leads? Yes. I suppose it's worth seeing if we can get in. Just to be thorough. As a side investigation. If you say so, Gart is the person to ask about this. The cafeteria manager.
The door does not, but the cobalt blue surf. Old cobalt.
No i znowu do Garta idziemy.
Can I help you? Another thing. Great. Oh, yes, that door, sure. There's nothing mysterious about it. No, I don't have a key. I don't know how to get there. And I don't... Or some boring storage space with a bunch of old junk and dust.
He's attempting to maintain an air of indifference. It's absolutely not convincing.
Fine, okay, a little. But my job doesn't leave me time. So I haven't opened it. I have cleaned the whole place 100 times over, though, after the animals. And I haven't found it. Yes?
Nie wiem, czy na górę mam tutaj zrobić. Nie, pójdziemy do wozu. Gdzie jest ten samochód?
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio,
I have something here we could sell. Look in the back, in the suspect
transporting closure. Regular people just call it. The cage at the back of the motor carriage looks rather uncomfortable.
I confiscated this for a little while back. We can take them to the pawn shop down by the Martinez Canal.
The lieutenant nods as you take the spinners.
Greetings on this fine night. What brings you here? The pawn shop is always open. Sure thing. Maybe. Shady looking guys came in here yesterday. Looking like they went their way. It was a
Maybe Claire really is tracking down your gun.
People as oleaginous as ever are seem like they're lying, even when they're really.
Sure, man.
Yes, we'd like to sell these hubcaps.
Roy takes the hubcaps from the lieutenant and inspects them.
Yes, these are very, very good. Did you defraud some foreign prince for them?
No one was defrauded or jumped, I assure you.
Of course. I meant no offense.
Thank you. Here's the 130 real you need for your bill. Do not waste it.
The rest is for him, to compensate for the pain of
Anything else you're thinking of selling? Anything else you're thinking of selling? I'm not purchasing any more clothing at the moment. Another time, perhaps.
Another time, perhaps. Spadamy. No ładnie się zachował nasz Kitsuragi. Jeszcze ich nie ma, tych pijaków.
Can I help you? Yes, have you got it? Well? Great. Thank you, officer. That's all I wanted. Payment for services rendered. If you continue to stay here, I just ask that you please pay your nightly bill in advance starting tomorrow.
He's not sorry about his behavior for your sake. Now that you have money, he really wants to make...
The electronic lock to your room has been disabled till 9 p.m. tomorrow.
Dobrze, możemy sobie coś tutaj poprawić. Myślę, że tą siłę woli. Chociaż... No nie wiem, może panowanie lepiej.
Please pay for each night in advance starting tomorrow.
20
20
za
real
noc.
per night.
I'll
Masakra.
take a room here too.
Of course. Always happy to have officers from the RCM as guests.
Masakra. Dobra, w każdym razie miałem iść spać.
The door is closed. Still nothing. The lieutenant gives
Okay.
you a quick...
Ta babeczka. To jest mój pokój?
This is the door to the room you redecorated.
Just a moment.
Dekoracja.
We should talk about our progress on the investigation.
The air outside is brisk. The lieutenant is silent for a moment. He listens to the traffic hum. Then,
Now then, we should talk about the investigation. But I also feel you're a bit hazy on the RCM. Our role here, our rights, our jurisdiction, basically. They're quite limited, actually. The power officers of the Revachol Citizens Militia exercise most frequently is imposing fines of up to 1,000 real for offenses, in accordance with an interdepartmental schedule. We can arrest people, of course, but rather than bringing someone in directly, it's preferable to serve a station call slip. It prevents confusion and overcrowding. You can't. Those who don't show up become fugitives, though, and have fewer legal rights when they are eventually caught. It's about power projection. We are permitted to use whatever force we deem necessary, even lethal. You have to supply compelling evidence for why it was necessary to use lethal. Not a good position to be in, by the way. Internal Affairs handles these cases thoroughly, by cross-examining you for inconsistencies. It is hard to cover for anyone, which is for the best. The coalition government. The RCM was formed by the coalition government to restore order in the international zone after the revolution. Or perhaps it is better to say we were allowed to form. It's a point of contention whether the citizens of Revachol or silence. A great comment to such a conundrum. Well, we inspected the victim's body, so that's good. Our inspection could have been more thorough. Then you shot him in the chest, which wasn't ideal.
By not ideal, he means he can't believe he let you try that trick and would be angry if he didn't feel the outcome was partly his responsibility.
Being sober tends to help with precision. We conducted an interview with Everard Clare. He wasn't particularly forthcoming with useful...
He's not saying much on the matter because he thinks you could have gotten more out of Everard.
Claire also helped you, how should I say, remember your name? That's a relief. Moving on, we interviewed Joyce Messier, the Wild Pines rep, and learned a lot. None of it very good news for us or Martinez, but... Above all, though, today was exhausting. What's with all the running? You run a lot. Is that a sign of 41 practice?
Dobra.
It's impressive, to say the least. For a man your age, especially. Those are some stylish shoes too, by the way. Those loafers. Must be hard to run indoors like you do. I have a cigarette every night when I go over my notes. It's something of a ritual.
Oh man, he looks so devastatingly cool with that cigarette.
Yes, it's been a long and eventful day. The Moralist International are the world's largest political organization. You know who they are. They have been running this place after the revolution failed. Okay. They're a union of center-left and center-right parties across the Real Belt. Our coalition government... Interesting question. It's a blue forget-me-not. Their motto is love.
Something kind, something almost, something ominous.
The moral intern are a fact. I try not to have opinions on facts until they change. And it doesn't look like that's about to happen. Do you? My kind of police officer.
The dying lights of the city shimmer below, slowly, like luminous clouds. This soldier is the...
They really don't like us here. And the mouth on that kid, Kuno. It's our fault for leaving this place to the dogs, to the union, to the company, not daring to come here more often. It's like we run this city. West of the river is RCM land. It's incredibly hard. Human beings are... But we are in control, and it's worth it. Me too. But I wouldn't count on any drastic changes in our lifetimes. Yeah, it's getting very cold now. Let's go.
Stos ubrań? Jaki stos ubrań? Dobra, idziemy spać. Na pewno idziemy spać. Także... Są jakieś panny nowe? Nie, chyba nie. Marka. Ale burdel.
The bed is cold and not particularly inviting.
The option to go to sleep becomes available every night after 9 p.m.
The sheets feel at once coarse and clammy against your skin. The bed sags beneath your weight as you stretch out, and then
śpimy.
sleep doesn't come.
Cudownie.
And then sleep doesn't come. Maybe it's the bed's fault. Its synthetic filling has separated into hard lumps. The pillowcase smells oddly. It barely covers your toes, stretching over your soft belly. This is your body here. Under your thrumming eyelids, you see a dizzying array of colors. You won't get off this carousel. It's a little better. Colors, scenes, and half-formed phrases still litter your mind. Part of you is still trying to solve the case, isn't it? Something to do with, what was it that the lieutenant said? Union? And it's gone again. Your breathing steadies. A great silence washes over you until your eyelids twitch in your sleep.
O. Jakieś obrazy. Ale jaja.
Do you remember the scent of your childhood? Do you remember your wife's hand on your face? Do you remember the warmth of her thighs, between her legs and in her mouth? That's right, funky baby. And you just stood there. Tell me, where are your friends? Human beings have friends, Harry boy. They were only cramping your descent into the abyss. Now they're gone. You failed Elysium. No, Harry. You were just talking to yourself. You'll be back in those cold snakeskins in no time. Stinky boy. Everything. The pail and the useless. You really dropped the ball, Harry. You're not coming back from shit. Thrashing around in that high conductivity state of yours. You're trying to what? I can't hear you. This is just a word dream now. Jumble.
So something is wrong. Sleep shouldn't be this bad, this dry, this unnourishing. There's something wrong with... Oh yes, party boy, and it's worse than the one before. Just think of the shit you saw. Time to go to work in the shit factory.
Nieźle. O, chyba słabo poszło.
Good going, buddy. Yes, wait till you see the one with the chick in it. It's gonna be a good one. You don't know? You don't know? Some brother, you mean, why are you so tired? Too tired and down to even think? It is worrying, isn't it? You can't, it's just that your heart has finally pumped all the speed out of your system, Buster. Time to get some more.
No
You're
gdzie?
too weak to say no now. Waking up is the worst part. Maybe somewhere down the line you could decline. Are you sure? Ready to live as this pathetic shell of yourself for days? Basically, a week? Let's be honest, 2 weeks. Maybe 3. You won't make it. Half the town will be dead. Suit yourself. Slow, sad shell.
Będzie ciężko pewnie.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your face, adorned with the expression.
Jakie zadanka mamy aktualnie? Aha. Maniana i zdjęcie mieszkania, zdjęcie ciała. Miałem poczekać na tych imprezowiczów.
The door is closed. Still nothing.
Czekajcie, porozmawiam z nim.
Morning. Looks like we can get to work at once. The union muscle turned up. They look rowdy. We should talk to them. I completely forgot. Sorry, I had a rough night's sleep. One loose thread less to worry about, and one big problem to replace it. Everything points to the dock workers' union. The belt used for, which may, of course, all be wrong. But we still need to talk to them. I mean, ungovernable. Martinez isn't exact men who drink beer for breakfast. There's talk of an armed wing of the union called the Hardy Boys, who are responsible. That would just escalate tensions. No captain would sign off on it. So, in fact, even the death. One more thing before we do. We don't have to talk to them immediately. We can walk right past them.
Good. A power move. But aren't you curious to know what they have to say?
They're in no hurry to leave. They think they own the place. Anyway.
Na początek kuchnia.
A thin man is smoking below an exhaust hood. Occasionally, as you step in, he nods toward the table and says something in a complete... Okay, it's definitely not his name. Whatever you do, please don't call him Goranci Quebec. The man puts his cup down and replies something, his left hand drawing arcs in the air. The man says a couple of sentences in that I'm pretty sure he asked you. He doesn't know your language. You can just say something cool in return.
Boss need more vodka?
Okay, so it's vodka that keeps the men happy and in good spirits. Clever move by the...
Of course, vodka. Now that makes a very, very special... Turning it up seems like a dangerous idea, honestly. The place is a powder keg. The cook gives you a long, disappointed look, then turns the stove off and seems to wait for you to speak. The mention of mañana gets his attention. He smiles and delivers a whole... He looks up at you, then look... Shrugging is an international sign for no. He smiles and back. It's almost like music, especially with the sounds of a...
No, czego żeśmy się dowiedzieli?
You see a heavy steel...
Ta elektrochemia cholerna. Chyba wytrzymałość wezmę.
You see,
Let me have detective skin color. I'm still black, as you can see.
her entire character has shifted. She's right. You're basically an epidermochromatic police officer.
That's right. I am not a gardener. I'm a legal counselor for the Dock Workers Union. So let's get to it. You're looking for Titus Hardy? You think he has information that's Titus. Talk to him. But know this. I'll be keeping an eye on you. No strong arming.
It doesn't matter if you recognize our authority. We will make an arrest if we have to.
She says nothing. Her glare speaks for her.
What you want is of no significance, officer. Don't test your authority. In Martinez, you are no one. Aggressive, you make your living enforcing.
So you were spying on us.
Listen, you moral intern lackeys. You're a mob, enforcing.
Fuck yeah.
So ask what you came to ask, or get back to your commanders. Look, a comedian. Do your job.
Strange. It's as if people don't believe a cop could be a socialist.
This is where you say your bit.
Detective.
Oh, this is about him.
You're sure taking your time, waiting for him to get ripe and pretty for you, huh?
Oh, he was a real pretty boy by now. Real hot stuff. Letting out that pretty boy smell.
Time to go to work in the shit factory!
O ja.
Easy, boys. These janitors.
You might want to start asking your questions.
These guys are so macho, they're ready to confess to first-degree murder. Ask if it was them.
Yeah. By friends, you mean his squad mate.
Wouldn't want to beat up his grandma.
This is what happens if you take the law into your own hands. Other people start doing it too.
Let them come. The Hardy Boys are right fucking here.
You heard the man. Right here. We're armed.
Yeah. A well-oiled murder machine.
The fuck is that supposed to mean?
We're not bees. We're men. We're socialists.
Easy, E. He's trying to phase you. What are you trying to do? Scare my men? Big fucking surprise.
They hire psycho scum, arm them to the teeth, and let them loose in the city. What? We got weapons of our own. We got Ister 50s, Zeelagers. Glenn's got a knock cannon at home. I guess we're gonna see.
That was an unsure phrasing.
Yeah, like you've been up against ceramic armor. You haven't even seen the whole suit, right? I've seen the whole fucking thing. So are the local gangs.
Yeah. What are they now, huh?
These people are trained military.
No, they're not. They're uncoordinated and drunk. What do you mean, okay?
No, he won't. This is probably some kind of a joke.
Funny. Don't get hit by a stray bullet. No. I's here. You got business with my boys. You got business with me.
He understood what you were doing, taking inventory of them. Now watch the other guys fuck it up by falling out of line.
Yeah! You fuck with the Hardy Boys, you fuck with Titus Hardy.
Yes, falling out of line to please him. This is the best kind.
Relax, Dennis. No one is fucking you yet.
Use it to take a dig at his friend. Floodgates open.
Yeah, Dennis, calm down. No one's fucking you, you stupid fuck.
Let Dennis enjoy his fucking, man. We don't mind.
This one knows how to keep things going. He's a hothead, but...
Yeah, you're not even being fucked, Dennis.
Easy, fellas. We got company.
Too late. You already got a pretty good picture of these guys. You could take another look at the tracks in the yard. See if they fit with the characters here. It could be incriminating.
The pretty boy.
You. Funny. But my partner and I have a serious matter to discuss with you.
Container belt? Like we use in the harbor? Because we took it from the harbor where we work. We did this together. All of us. Until he was dead. God damn.
No. These 7 honest men have equally come forth. They told you what happened so that you don't waste any...
All 7 together. They're diluting responsibility. It's an anti-arrest tactic.
Are you deaf? There will be no singling anyone out. You can't arrest a Hardy Boy without arresting all Hardy Boys. Do you think you could do that? Do you think you could arrest them all?
A trick question. Don't let her lead the conversation.
That's for the courts in Le Jardin to decide. What you can do right now...
No. We'll stay here and discuss what happened that night.
You don't have to keep answering...
I know, Lizzie. Relax. We killed him last Sunday night. Seemed like a good way to end the week.
Known him? We don't...
Yeah!
Quiet. He came around about 3 weeks ago when that Pines cow first sailed into town.
By the Pines cow, you mean Joyce Messier? The representative for what?
No. I mean the Pines cow. The stupid ass.
This is where he tries to sow discord between you two. Because he knows the company is...
Why don't you ask her about the pretty boy? I'm sure she has interest.
That's enough insinuation for today, Titus. Officer, Your interview is drawing to an end. Don't waste your last questions.
We hanged him up by his neck.
Didn't they teach you any?
This is where an autopsy would come in handy. You have to work with what you know.
Titus,
We overpowered him, dragged his unconscious body to the tree, put a noose.
Then we left him for seagulls,
Make them a bit more uncomfortable first, then see if it all adds up.
right fucking here. The fucker pranced in here like he owns the place. Got what was coming to him.
Dobra, laska ze śmiercią.
Titus is solid as a rock, and so are a few others. But
Gdyby Angus.
No. Of course he's having trouble breathing. Just look at how fucking fat he is.
Fuck off, Shanky. Angus is a powerful...
keep your eye on this powerful guy. Sooner or later, he's going to break like a piece of twig.
And fuck you, too, copper. Picking on Angus like this.
This one is a stone wall. You won't get more out of them about the night of the murder. Not yet.
With numbers, asshole. How do you...
No, he hasn't. Not yet.
Like what, copper? How many people have you sent to the ship?
Chaise électrique is the method of capital punishment in...
Or send them to Reunion to rot. For 20 years. For life.
But you see, a lawman, is something people agree upon. And here in Martinez, we agreed that this... Why? 'Cause he was worthless mercenary scum. And he stepped out.
What kind of mercy?
The kind that shows up when you start a strike. The experienced kind, too. Had Cohoy and Semenine written all over him. Ex-Oranese Special Forces.
A live grenade. Right here in our bar.
I can't prove it, but I know he was sent by the Wild Pines. They hired... Wrong. He harassed women, raped one, harassed workers, threatened to kill...
From rape to harassment to threats of violence. Why the strange He regrets mentioning it. Hopes you didn't notice.
To kill us all if we don't open the gates, if we don't let the scabs in, if we don't...
Yeah, he said it was his favorite joint now. Started to come in here every night.
He grabbed someone?
Yeah, this girl's on the mic. A beautiful girl, young. Show me your cunt. Why don't you show me your cunt? Then, he gets knocked on the head with a wine bottle. Doesn't even fall down.
Aren't you fucking listening? My man is talking to you. He took care of it.
Yeah, me and Eugene got around.
There's something odd here. Seems like they don't want to talk about that rape Titus mentioned. Why not? This is a serious allegation. Make them talk about it.
No, you're not getting the name. That's a Martinez matter, and I'm not discussing it with you clowns.
There's nothing you can do for now. He's stonewalling you.
Nothing. Your investigation here is done.
I think we're going to stick around, thanks. Some things don't add up here. I've done this job for long enough to know that people don't just confess to first-degree murder. Even if it is a group responsibility, we're going to look into this.
Good luck with that. You've heard everything a rent-a-cop is gonna hear from us.
Rent-a-cop? So that's what this is about. Forget about their games. You've mapped out the characters. Reading the footprints in the yard should be easier now.
Chodzimy.
You see a set of tire tracks in the brown slush that covers the plaza mosaic. Hard to say. Cop habit. This isn't case related. There are several footprints in the mud, left by work boots. Anywhere from 6 to 12 pairs have walked here. Wow. Still
Kurde, no.
doing it. You're bad at this.
Don't beat yourself down. Neither can I. We'll have another look later. Noted.
Masakra. Idziemy do maniany.
Looking for something?
Myślałem, że coś o tatuażach będzie. Może ten nam powie o tatuażach może.
Right to work! Right to work!
Też nie.
How'd you like our heart?
You've been in there, he means. Talked to the boss man too, probably.
It's but a rest area on the path leading across open plains. Right. You talk to the boss, eye to eye, like men of the plain. If you have any more questions, I'm set to talk. A key, huh? What door is this key supposed to open? Oh, say no more. I got that key right here. And let me tell you, it's mighty good of you to help us out during the strike. Working class solidarity, as they say. Polar weasel? Oh, I know what you mean. What you're looking for is a basement door behind the greenhouse. That's behind the whirling in rags. That's all I know. Our organization is what you call compartmentalized. Means we keep out of each other's business.
Okay, but where did you get the key?
The janitor gave it to me. Nice fella. We talked about life and things that really, truly matter. None of this mess we're in. This jiving and juggling. What's it for? To feed our children, I guess. I'm more of a philosophical dock worker. I like to talk about the big picture stuff. Who I am, who you are, what we are fighting for.
He means he's not going to tell you because he doesn't know who he is and what they're fighting for. This is interesting.
Los Ardis? They're an independent militant group. A bit too high-strung, but it comes with the responsibility. They're sort of like you. Preserve the rule of law and all that. Except it's Everard's law. But really, they're just like you. The mercenary, eh? Who could have killed him? That's indeed the question. Why even do such a thing? What a thought! Why would noble workers resort to such a thing? Unless they were pushed, of course. Your dead guy was an enemy combatant. I ain't the murdering type, but that's just me. Large organizations like our union have all sorts of men, with all sorts of skills.
He's not lying about not...
Understood. This has been a flim...
No problem. I wish the best to you in your search. Sure, I'm glad it's not my search.
The unpromising race pupil returns. I am not the first line of defense. I am the last.
You pick up on something artificial in his tone, like he's putting on an act. This...
Fine. They have find out for...
Interesting.
So it was. My unpromising raised pupil entered the heart.
You're so no.
There's a but.
But while I am gone, someone must stand guard on the bridge. That someone needs to be you. Both of you.